Hello class, good morning. So let's make another example. This time, mahabang beam pero still simply supported or determinate beam pa rin tayo. Okay. Kadalasan ang aking figure ay pin tapos roller yung kabila. This is still a simple beam. So maglagay tayo dito ng uniform load tapos maglagay tayo ng triangular load dito sa kabila. So let's take this as 3 meters, and then this is 2, tapos this distance, let's say 1 meter, 1 meter, and then 1 meter. Let's take this as A, and then point B. Tapos tong uniform load, sabihin natin na 1, and then 3 din yung 3 naman yung triangular load. Okay, so 3 and then 0. Now, by superposition, gagawin nating concentrated load. Okay, so let's say etong uniform load, eto siya. Let's say this is P1. Tapos etong triangular load, let's take this as P2. Okay? So, let's compute now P1. Um, since this is 1 kilonewton per meter, okay? P1 is 1 kilonewton per meter, multiplied that by 2 meter. This is simply the area of your load. So this becomes now 2 kilonewton. So magkakancel ngayon yung meter and meter. And then P2, this is again the area, 3 kilonewton per meter multiplied that by 3 meter divided by 2 will give you 3 kilonewton. Next is we will simplify the figure. So, ang mangyayari dyan, this now becomes P2, which is your 3, and then this is P1, which is your 2 kilonewton. Okay, so ngayon, this is B and then A. Isi-simplify natin ang kanyang distance. So from point A, yung distance ni P2 magiging 1 plus 2. Take note na ang centroid ng triangle is at 2/3 and 1/3. So this is 2 meters. Okay? So from point A, the application of P2 is 3 meters. Okay, so this is 2 plus 1 will give you 3. So this is now 3. And then, si P1 naman, from point B, ang kanyang centroid is, siyempre ito ay hati, 1 meter. So 1 plus 1, from point B, this now becomes 2. Okay, so this is now 2. And what is distance between 1 and 2? So that is 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this is now 3 meters. Okay? So, madali na nating isolve iyan. So let's take this as reaction A vertical, then reaction at B vertical. So summation moment at A equal to 0. So taking clockwise as positive, always clockwise is positive. So 2 will give from, with lever arm at A, or axis of rotation at A, 2, ito yon yung P1, times its lever arm na 6, plus 3, that is your P2 times, ano, its lever arm na 3. So, 3 times 3. Minus, take note na reaction at B is counterclockwise ang direction. Minus R, B. What is the lever arm? 3, 6, 8 is equal to 0. So, from here, you can easily solve reaction at B, which is equal to 2.625. Next, let's take moments at B. So, summation moment at B equal to 0. So, counterclockwise naman itong si 2. So, negative 2 times the lever arm is 2. We're taking moments at point B. Minus 3 times the lever arm is 5. And then, si reaction A, magkokos yan ng clockwise moment. So, plus RA times its lever arm na 8 equal to 0. So, from there, you can easily solve reaction at which is equal to 2.375 kilonewton. Okay? Now, as a check, let's check. Summation forces vertical equal to 0. So, lahat ng pataas is positive. Okay, so, yung reaction A natin is pataas and so reaction at A is 2.625 and then reaction at B is 2.375. Okay. 2.625 plus 2.375 minus 3. Yan yung load tsaka yung 2 is equal to, so this is simply 5 minus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, okay. Hello. Using the same problem, this time, sosolvin natin siya using letters. Okay, so let's take this as let's take the weight of the triangular load as W2 and then the uniform load, let's take this as W1. And then by superposition, this is now equivalent to P1 and this is equivalent to P2. So P1 is simply W1 times 2. Okay, or that is 2 times W1. And then P2 is W2 times 3 divided by 2, or that is 1.5 of W2. Next is, drawing na natin siya ulit. So, this is now P2 and this is P1. This time, isali na natin yung reactions at A and B. The distance of P2 from P1 is 3. And then, yung P1 naman from point B is 2 and this is also 3. Tapos, summation moment at A equal to 0. So that is 3P2 plus 6P1 minus 8RB equal to 0. So, ganyan lang yun. And then, summation moment at B equal to 0. Before going to summation at moment at B equal to 0, solve nyo muna yan. Okay, by substitution. So, P2 is equal to, substitute nyo yung 1.5 W2. But what is W2? It is equal to 3. Diba? Yan. Ganun din sa P1. P1 is equal to 2 times W1. But what is W1? It is 1 kilonewton per meter. And then, ang unknown mo na lang dito is R sub B. And then, summation moment at B now would be minus 2P1 minus 5P2 plus 8RA equal to 0. Ngayon, bakit naging minus 2P1? Remember na si P1 is producing a counterclockwise direction, kaya negative ang kanyang sign. And what is this T2? It is the distance of your P1 from the axis of rotation, or that is known as the lever arm. Ganon din sa 5. Yan yung distance ng P2 from the axis of rotation. So, this is 3 plus 2 will give you 5. And then, si reaction at A naman, yung lever arm niya from point B is 8. Okay, so 3 plus 3 plus 2 will give you 8. And then, bakit plus ito? Dahil si reaction at A will cause a clockwise direction. So, yan yun. So, from here, you can easily solve now reaction at A. So, reaction at A plus reaction at B minus P1 minus P2 should be equal to 0. Okay, let's take another example here. Let's say, merong so meron tayong kalsada tapos may dalawang tao. And then, meron silang binubuhat na beam. Okay, tapos dito may sangsakong bigas, rice. Let's say, 3 na 25 kilograms. Okay, so that is 75 kilograms. Ngayon, ito si person A and then this is person B. Siyempre, para pantay ang binubuhat nila, kailangan yung tatlong sako ng bigas nasa gitna, di ba? So, sa palagay nyo ba, ang binubuhat ni letter A is 75 divided by 2? Tapos si letter B, 75 divided by 2? Yes, of course. Pero, what if tanggalin natin yan? Sa palagay nyo ba, 0 ang binubuhat ni A at B? Of course not. Meron pa rin yung weight nung beam. Paano kung yung beam semento yan? Diba? Ngayon, ang tawag dito ay self-weight. Kapag dating na natin sa concrete, self-weight ang tawag dyan. This is part of the dead load. Ngayon, pag naglagay na tayo dyan ng tatlong sakong bigas, 75 kilograms, ang tawag dito, yan yung live load na tinatawag. Okay? Next is, what if ang case is something like this. Naglagay tayo dito ng 25 kilograms, di ba? Ano sa palagay nyo ang mangyayari kay A tsaka kay B? Baka itong si A, ang reaction niya would be 25 kilograms plus yung weight ng beam. What would happen to B? Baka hihilain niya yan, di ba? Kasi ang mangyayari, magaganyan. So, ang reaction ngayon ni B is probably downwards, but not 25 kilograms, maybe more or less. Okay, so let's take a sample. Let's say gawin natin tong 2 meters. Tapos ito gawin nating 3 meters. Okay, so ano ang reaction ni A? Summation moment at A equal to 0. Hindi na natin ilalagay yung clockwise direction. Automatic na yun na basta clockwise is positive. Pwede tayong mag-take moments at A, pwede rin tayong mag-take moment dito sa gilid, no? Sa may load. Mag-take moments tayo sa A equal to 0. Alright? So, mas logical na dito tayo mag-take moments sa A. So, ngayon, ang mag-clockwise si B. So, 3 times RB minus 25 times 2 equal to 0. So, dito, isa lang ang ating unknown. So, wag na natin solvein yung summation moment at O. Pangpagulo lang yan. So, from this, R sub B is equal to 50 divided by 3 kilograms. Next is, pwede tayong mag-summation forces vertical ngayon equal to 0. Taking upwards as positive, downwards as negative. So, reaction A minus 25 minus RB equal to 0. Okay? So, notice na yung dito, si R sub B is 50 over 3 kilograms. Lagyan natin dito na negative, meaning pababa ang kanyang direction. So, this now becomes RA is equal to, transpose natin si RB sa kabila. But, take note na RB is negative. So, pag labas mo dyan, magiging positive. So, RB plus 25. So, RA now becomes 50 over 3 plus 25. Okay. This becomes 41.6. So, summation moment at B is equal to 0. 41.67. Take note that this is your reaction. Okay? So, 41.67 times the lever arm na 3. Ang sign pala ni A, okay, magiging positive. Okay? Positive ang sign ni A dahil clockwise ang direction niya, reaction at A. Minus 25. Dahil ang direction nitong load would be counterclockwise. So, minus 25 times the lever arm na 5 should be equal to 0. Okay, so let's check. 125 minus 25 times 5 is also 125 equal to 0. So, therefore, check.